Has Frasier Crane still got it? Indubitably.
This season, I think, even more than the last one, is a real celebration of all things Frasier.
Welcome to my church. This is where what I get to do gives me meaning. Enjoy the show. Thank you. Thank you.
I was so excited coming into this season because I felt like by the end of the first season, the writers, Joe and Chris and the rest of the team, had found our voices.
Season 1, we just started getting our feet wet with the characters and figuring out who they were. And I think this season we jumped right into our stride in a good way.
We've had so much fun figuring out who these people are, like shaping the characters. And from the first episode of this season, I feel like it just shot out like a rocket.
Got an ideal cast here. It's absolutely perfect.
I think now we solidly know who we are and how we fit into each other's lives, and so I think that the episodes are funnier because of it. This season is just, it's so good.
The nature of this particular style of show is it needs to be a little freewheeling, a little bit spontaneous, and we have that.
I think the characters feel sharper and more well-defined, and the actors are really embodying them.
Scripts are all brilliant and tight and funny, and I think that everyone's just gonna fall, hopefully, even more in love with the show in season 2.
The first season was about Frasier entering his new world and getting to know this new surrogate family around him, and this season is about Frasier having a little bit of space and a little bit of happiness in his life and wanting to give back a little bit to the people around him.
He has a lot of ideas about how life is supposed to be lived, and that often gets in the way of other people's comfort zones.
Oh my God, they traded your baby for wine!
Do you really think we would trade John for white Zinfandel? Or any wine?
He's not horrible, he just has a very set, specific series of rules about the way he wants to live his life. He aims high and expects the others around him to climb up there with him. And of course, a lot of people don't really care for the same things he does.
It's going to be a real barn burner tonight. We'll start with cocktails here.
Okay.
And then the 5 of us will be heading to Boston's most exclusive, late night,
All right.
art gallery opening for newly named MacArthur genius Vincente Ennui.
Maybe I'll catch an early flight.
He's just a more elegant fool than many, and that's what makes him so much fun to play.
I am most excited for audiences to see some amazing guest stars.
Oh man, the guest stars this season, I feel so lucky. We've been incredibly fortunate.
I really don't want you to put yourself out. Shoot. Accept the gift.
I sometimes forget that I work on the show. I get so excited. I'm like, oh my God, they're gonna be on Frasier, and so am I.
We've been absolutely blessed to have some fantastic guest artists, and it's been a privilege to watch and also a privilege to work with.
I mean, everyone's been so good and really turned it out. It's a nice feeling to be the one welcoming people to a set, especially people who like you idolize. That has been a really amazing experience.
Every single episode just about has a fun surprise in terms of a guest coming on or an old familiar face returning, and that's been a blast for us.
I think fans can look at it and recognize that it's not the old Frasier, but this new version does stand on its own. It's still fun, it's still exciting to watch Kelsey be Frasier Crane, and the supporting cast around him is new and different and exciting in a fun way.
We really want and hope that people feel a little bit of what we felt watching some of our favorite shows, which is I'm excited to sit down and spend another half hour with this group of people that make me laugh and make me smile and hopefully make my life a little brighter.